area, and you are doing recce, patrolling your area. So many people, only 10 people can do. 10 people can do recce. 10 people can do patrolling.
Why so many? Why so many?
Not so many soldiers.
Commander, the line is very clear.
It's not clear. It's clear.
Yeah.
You are crossing.
This is Indian territory. You are in Indian territory.
Listen.
Never before broadcast video of a tense standoff between soldiers of the Indian and Chinese army in Ladakh in northeast Kashmir. The army says the standoff took place more than 2 years ago and that they
we'll go back. But the point is, the way you are hitting that's very wrong. Okay, that's not the way. If you don't want to find miscommunication, see, if we have any miscommunication, if we have some way, so we can talk. Okay, instead of hitting the vehicle, and that's a big loss. Okay. Again, go back right now. We are going right now. Okay. We are going right now. We are already going. It's your vehicle that come in front of us. That's why we stop. Okay.
To travel our
Area.
Yeah.
This is not your bloody area.
This is not your area.
No.
This is
This is our area.
This is our area. And you are doing recce, patrolling your area. So many people, only 10 people can do. 10 people can do recce. 10 people can do patrolling.
Why so many? Why so many?
Not so many soldiers.
Sir. Commander, the line is very clear.
It's not clear. It's clear.
Yeah.
You are crossing.
This is Indian territory. You are in Indian territory.
Listen. The line is very clear. But your future house over there, and your future road over there.
No road. So you making road at 30 you making road.
So we travel this area. This area. So I believe this river is belong to us.
Now to a military flare-up that could have global repercussions. The border standoff between India and China has turned deadly for the first time in many decades. The Indian Army reported the deaths of 20 of their soldiers on Tuesday from this conflict that is flaring up at the de facto border in the Himalayas. Che Jong-yoon reports.
The Indian Army confirmed Tuesday that at least 20 Indian soldiers were killed in a violent face-off with Chinese troops Monday night, along the two countries' de facto border in the Himalayas. 3 deaths were earlier reported, but a further 17 troops who were critically injured died a day later. Situated in the Himalayan Galwan Valley, the line of actual control, a loose demarcation line, was formed after the 1962 war to separate Indian-controlled territory from an area administered by the Chinese government. Despite the agreement, flare-ups and tensions have been a regular occurrence over the years, with each claiming the side were invading. However, this week's incident marks the first military deaths in over 40 years of the two countries' border dispute. The standoff has intensified over the last 6 weeks, and a large troop buildup has been taking place for weeks on both sides of the border. Then during a de-escalation process, Monday's incident occurred, which involved a physical fight using stones and batons, but not gunfire. The The Chinese government claims the Indian forces violated the consensus with China on easing the border situation after commander-level talks and provoked a physical conflict.
We solemnly demand that India strictly restrain its frontline troops in accordance with the consensus, refrain from crossing the borderline, provoking troubles, or taking any unilateral actions that may complicate the border situation.
While the Chinese confirmed casualties on their side but provided no specific numbers, Indian news agencies cited sources as saying 43 were killed or injured on the Chinese side. 최정윤, 아리랑 뉴스.
Make a human chain, don't go ahead. Don't go ahead. No, please.
Sir,
please click photograph.
Sir, ऐसे लगाओ. बाहर मानो.
पढ़ो मत.
अरे इधर आ.
और बंदे निकालो सारे. अरे पकड़ लो. Ravedi, I'm telling you again, this is not the way. Please, don't use force. पकड़ ले. तुम इतने आदमी और आदमी बुलाओ पे. No, Ravedi, no. Ravedi, no. I'm telling you, don't do it. Please, stop it. No.
ओए मदर चोद अगर वो हिल गया ना
No, Ravedi, I'm telling you, बुला लो. पकड़ ले. ओए यार बंदे बुलाओ, पूरी कंपनी को बुलाओ. पूरी कंपनी को बुलाओ. पांच कर. पूरी कंपनी को बुलाओ. मुकेश, कंपनी को बुलाओ जल्दी. को पकड़ लो. No, Ravedi, this is doing it. Don't do it. No, you are doing it. You are pushing. We are saying not to go ahead. Let's go. कश्मीर पकड़ ले. बात आगे ले. बस ये भी देखो. ओ तुम इनकी फोटो भी खींचो. इनकी भी खींचो पकड़ते हुए. ये देखो ही होल्डिंग मी. ऐसे खींच इधर. होल्ड. जस्ट क्लिक. हाँ खींचो. क्लिक. हाँ क्लिक. हाँ. Tell your officer to behave. Hey, leave it.